Yeah.
Hi, my name is Mr. Lucas Southerton. Welcome to Fine Arts Night. I'm really excited for you to get to see the kids work. I hope that some of you get to build a cool rubber band toy today.
Of course, you can watch this video or you can read the plans to learn how to do it. Please make sure you're following the safety rules that are on the back. Anybody using tools or near a power tool must be wearing safety glasses. Middle school students trained on power tools this year by Mr. Southerton may use the power tools if Mr. Southerton is in the room. Anybody else may only use them under direct supervision from Mr. Southerton.
So the supplies are on the same place as the plans here. You'll need one of these things, one of each. And I'm just going to buzz right through this. So first thing you're going to do is try to cut a tapered tip on this. If you look at the plans, let me grab the plans quick. That tapered tip is probably the most important part. That's where you really demonstrate your craftsmanship skills. So I really want you to take that part seriously. What I'll do is take my little block of wood, stick it in a vise. I'm going to work quick so that you can get building as soon as you can. I'm going to take a coping saw and cut a little bit off there. Cut a little bit off there, maybe a little bit like that, a little bit like that. Next I'm going to take one of these shoe rasps and I'm going to just sort of rasp that to make it nice. Again, I really want you to take pride in your craftsmanship here and try to make it as smooth and nice as you can. I'll use the rasp part first, that's the rough side, then the file side, just to kind of, and then you're going to sand it. I have 3 types of sandpaper here. The roughest is 80 grit, then the next roughest is 120 grit, and the finest is 220 grit. You always start with the roughest sandpaper. So I'm just going to sand this as smooth as I can. So 80, 120. You can sand it like that or like this. It really doesn't matter how you do it. And then the 220. You're going to get it as smooth as you can. That's very important. So almost be like slippery smooth. Like, whoa, it slipped out of my hand there. So anyways, next I'm going to cut the top off here. The plans say about 7/8 of an inch, but it really doesn't matter too much. And then these 2 pieces here, I'm also just going to sand those. Again, with the 80, 120, 220. Let's see, 80, 120, 220. Okay. Next, we're going to come over to the drill press. You can come on over here. If you're one of my students and I've trained you on this, you can just step on up and do it. If you're a youngster or something like that, get me to help you out. We'll just stick it right in there. Of course, make sure you're wearing safety glasses. I'm also going to add any long sleeves should be rolled up, long hair should be tied back, hoodie strings tucked in. You don't want anything to get caught in this. It could be really bad. Anyway. Go down until it stops. And then we will come over here and use this drill press. And this one, you might want to get Mr. Southerton to do this part for you, because you have to have your hands pretty close. So I'm going to go down there until it stops. Okay, this little thing, we have to put a little notch in there. This little notch is what the rubber band gets hooked on. So right there's my notch. And I'll just sand that in there a little bit. Sometimes people like to do other stuff to this, maybe cut little notches in and stuff like that. Just kind of each one makes it, getting the rubber band a little bit different, I suppose you could say. I'm going to maybe just sand a little flat spot on the side there. Again, you don't have to do that, but I kind of like to. And the plans say to glue this in, but it's a tight enough fit that I think you might be able to just push in there. And I think that's pretty tight. Then what you're going to do is give it to Mr. Southerton. He'll do the little magic with the rubber band to get it in there, and then you can try to get it. Okay, so I did my little magic with the rubber band, and the goal of the game is the rubber band's in there and you just try to hook it with this. Now this one, I mean, they're all different. I mean, sometimes people like to turn it, sometimes people, I mean, each one's different. You just figure out how it works, but I think I got it. And the way you know you got it is it snaps back in place like that. So let's see if I can unhook it. Okay, there we go. Anyway, hey, good luck and have fun.